Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today I am in Frisco, Texas, the pinnacle of controversy here in Dallas-Fort Worth. And today I'm at the estates of Silverleaf by Grand Homes. So behind me is the model home of the community. And this community has about 70 lots. Only 18 lots are still available at this point in time. They started this community around 2023. And now, 2.5 years later, they have about 18 lots left. This model home, however, is the most popular home that they built in the community, and there's only 1 or 2 lots still available where you can build this model. So if anybody has any questions about the specific model, of course, my contact information is down below. But getting into Frisco, Texas, again, why is this community and this area so popular? To give you a little bit of context, the price on this model right here is gonna be a little over $2 million, but most homes in the community are gonna start around about 1.1 million, and they're gonna go up to 1.8 million, but you can go above and beyond that because Grand Homes is infamous for their designs and upgrades. So the builder at the moment is actually offering a $50,000 credit to anybody that goes through their build and goes to the design center. And they have some other incentives as well where you can help you buy down the rate with their preferred lender. But again, Frisco, Texas, what does it have to offer? So it's located in the north part of Dallas, and of course that's the most popular area right now where we're seeing a lot of the big boom. It's about 30 minutes from the airport. It's about 25 minutes from downtown Dallas. Frisco is near some of the biggest Fortune 500 companies, and it's a big tech hub. So a lot of people are, attracted to this area right now. Of course, we have a lot of shopping nearby with the shops at Legacy West. We have Stonebriar, we have Galleria Mall. We have Grandscape, of course, that's another big attraction here. And then we have some sports facilities as well. So we have Toyota Stadium for FC Dallas. Even though they're not that great, I played with their academy when I was younger, so I know a little bit about them. But still, it's something. And then we have the Star at Frisco for the football fans. So Frisco, Texas is, attraction to a lot of people. It has a lot of appeal for people moving here, and it kind of has a wholesome feel to it. But again, it's a very diverse area, and that might not be everybody's cup of tea. I do love that. I'm from the Middle East, and that's not the same as South Asia, but still, I love it. I love the community. I love the diversity. And as you can see here, we just came through the portiche, and this would be the 3-car garage area. So there'd be 2-car garages here, and then a 1-car garage behind me here. And again, I wanted to talk a little about the macro view of the community in Frisco, but now we're gonna get into the home. We're gonna talk about the nitty-gritty details, and you're gonna see exactly why this home is listed around $2 million and why this community is so in demand in Frisco, Texas, is growing and booming so much. So let's go ahead and take a look at the inside of the home, and then we'll make our way around. So just a quick note on the exterior. Every single model in this community is gonna have different elevations, so you can really mix it up between stone, brick, stucco. You can do tile roofing if you want a more of a Mediterranean home. And that's one of the best things about builders like Grand Homes. They're semi-custom, so you get a lot of variety. And of course, you'd expect that for this price point. So let's go ahead and take a look at the inside of the home. So welcome into this grand home. And as you can see, as we come in behind me, we have the double staircase. And as we come down this way on the first floor, we actually have this office, which is really beautifully decorated, and it's conveniently connected to a bathroom here and another bedroom, which we'll get to in a second. But as we come down this foyer here, you can see how grand these staircases are. And of course, the chandelier light fixture above adds a lot of beautiful lighting into this entryway. So as we come down this way, you actually have storage space right under the stairs, which is very nice and convenient. And then on this side here, we have a half bathroom for guests and that sort of thing. And then we come into the first bedroom here. So this one has another walk-in closet under the other side of the stairs, which is cool. And then as I mentioned, of course, the bedroom has its own light fixture, beautiful natural lighting. But we come down this hallway, which has these built-in shelves with the glass panels and lighting. We actually have a full bath here, which is connected in between the office and the bedroom. So again, a cool feature. If you have guests in town, it's really nice to have a nice big bedroom like this on the first floor, or elderly parents. So that's a cool feature that this model does offer. It's important to a lot of people to have a full bedroom on the downstairs level. So as we come now into the main area of the home, this is what you guys are waiting for. This is what makes Grand Home so amazing. As you can see, the open layout, the open concept, the high ceilings, the massive chandeliers, the huge glass windows, the sliding doors, and then of course the kitchen here. So these are going to be quartz countertops. You have all the upgrades in this home. And again, as I mentioned, it's a semi-custom builder, so you have a lot of optionality with what you add to the home. All the appliances are gonna be by KitchenAid. That's gonna be a standard in the homes, but of course, as you go through Design Center and things like that, you can kind of pick what you want in the home and upgrades that you want. Of course, all the cabinets are gonna be glass. They're gonna be transparent with the lighting on side of it. And then on this side here, you have a door that goes outside into the courtyard where the portiche is. And then as I mentioned, those are gonna be the 3-car garages there. So in model homes and DFW, most of the garages are gonna be used as a showroom for different materials and designs that you can use in the models. And then of course here we have a little map of the community, and you have a map of the Frisco area of Dallas-Fort Worth. So it's cool just to show off what you guys can get. But this would be the 2-car garage, and then the 1 car would be on the other side of the portiche. As we come down this way, of course, you have a little kitchen nook, you have the living area, massive chandeliers, and then you have the glass sliding doors here, which I mentioned. Those are gonna be in upgrades, but of course, everything's negotiable. So as we come into the primary suite here, you have these double doors leading you into this area. Of course, you have another beautiful chandelier. You have the high ceilings. You have a little nook on the side of the bedroom where you can sit, read a book. And then we have the sliding doors into the bathroom, which is really cool. And as we come in, you have 2 separate sinks. Of course, you have the standalone tub. You have the floor to ceiling glass shower, which is really cool. And you know, this shower is not as big as some of the ones we've seen, but I think it's more ideal, you know, more cozy. This is more of a couple shower, not a team shower, so that's good. And then as we come into the closet, it's a walk-in closet. Might not be the biggest one, but you can definitely get a bigger closet through the other plans that they offer. So as we come back this way, we have the toilet here. Standard toilet, nothing crazy about it. But again, I just want to show off the double sinks in the master bedroom. And then you have this little seating bench area here as well with the windows to bring in a lot of the natural lighting. So as we keep coming back down this way, you can just kind of see how grand the home is. And that's why it's called Grand Homes. You can see the ceilings are high. All the finish outs are really nice and high end. And actually Grand Homes, that is one of the most popular builders in Dallas-Fort Worth. And that's why they have such a great reputation. And you know, they're in many different areas of the Metroplex. So if you have any questions about different communities or this one in specific, again, let me know. My contact information is down below. So now as we come back down this way, the kitchen, we're gonna come down this area where you actually have the coffee section. It's kind of like a little mini bar area where you can have your drinks in the morning. And then you have the pantry here. Again, it's not the biggest pantry, however, that can definitely be adjusted or maybe even upgraded with some other plans. So this is the formal dining space here. As you can see, the light fixture over the table. You have the natural lighting coming in. And then this is a nice guest greeting area as you come in the front door. This is right by the entry. So if you have guests over, they can come sit down. They can be greeted here. You have the light fixture above, and it's just a nice cozy feel, you know, for this beautiful grand home. Now we're gonna take a look at the second level as we go up these double staircases. Alrighty, so as we come up into the landing area of the second floor, you can see the chandelier greeting us as we come up. And then of course, the light fixtures on the second floor are just as gorgeous as the first home. So this chandelier here has individual light bulbs, which is really cool. And as you can see, on this side on the railing, you can overlook the first floor and you can see all the natural lighting coming in from the windows. And it's just a really nice cozy landing area. So we have the pool table. Again, we have another bench here with the windows. And I'm gonna take my time looking at this upstairs area because I know a lot of you, emphasize on that. So I will take a note of that. As we come down this way, we have the bar area, good for entertaining. It's a nice cool feel to kick it back. It's like a man cave almost in a sense, or for the kids and their friends. It's a really cool area and feature to have. This is probably gonna be an upgrade, but again, a lot of features in this house. You can kind of mix and change. That's why having a semi-custom builder is so valuable. So as we come into the first bedroom on this side here, this is actually a very cool, spacious bedroom. Of course, it has its own light fixture above. It has an extended bedroom here. And then it has a second part here, which you can actually close these doors. But if you come here, you can actually see it overlooks the front door. So this is where the front door is right under us and it overlooks the entire house. And then on this side here, you actually have your own balcony. So this is nice and convenient. As you can see, it overlooks the community in some of the homes, which we'll show on some drone shots now. But it's a cool feature. It's a pretty unique bedroom. And I think it gives a lot more quality and uniqueness to the house. You have a closet there, which is gonna be a walk-in closet. Coming out of the bedroom, you actually have an attached bathroom here. Not fully attached, but it's right next to it, but it's still a nice feature nevertheless. And then as we come into this room, this is gonna be a media room or a flex room or a family room, but it's still very nice, very cozy. You can close all the windows with these blackout shades and use it as a theater room. entirely, and you can add a projector and full 9 yards. So that's definitely an option and an upgrade for sure, but it's good to have variety and optionality with these builds. So as we come back down this way on the second floor, just taking a look at some of the features and the layout of this home. It's not everybody's cup of tea, you know, different layouts match different people. So if you're interested in a different type of layout, there is that option. But this layout is one of the most popular, and that's why, as you can see, it flows so nicely. So as we come into this second bedroom on the second floor, as you can see, it's a bit of a smaller bedroom. You have the sliding doors for the closet here, but it is actually a Jack and Jill. So if you follow me this way, you can see you have your own sink here, you have your own tub, and then you have your own toilet, and then you have another sink. So it's pretty convenient, and then it leads straight into the third bedroom here on the second floor. And then of course you have your own closet and light fixture. This room's a bit bigger, but still it's not as big as the first one we looked at. It's still great size, and that kind of wraps up the second floor. As you can see, as we overlook it, it's a lot to do, plenty of bedrooms. And if you're interested in more, let me know down below. So now we're gonna take a look at the backyard and wrap up the tour. Alrighty guys, so as we come outside in this backyard, you'll kind of see exactly why the price point of this model is going to be higher than the rest of the community. Of course, the backyard is not that massive, but there are going to be lots in this community that have a lot bigger lots, but every single lot will definitely fit a pool of this size or even bigger. So as you can see, this courtyard has some nice space for, you know, a pet to walk around or some lounging chairs, get a tan. And in Texas, anywhere that has a green belt, meaning there's not homes behind it, is going to have a metal fence behind it. So that's why you see these metal fences around us, because there are no houses that can be built behind us, which is a nice feature for privacy. You can add some bushes and it will be completely private. As you can see, this nice, gorgeous pool on this hot summer day, it actually makes me want to jump in, I'm not gonna lie, but we're not gonna do that today. And then you have your own hot tub, and it's just a nice cozy area for lounging, enjoying with the family. You have your own table outside to enjoy maybe breakfast or lunch or dinner with the family. And that kind of wraps up. It's not the biggest backyard, but it's simple, it's effective. You have the pool equipment around the side here, and you can kind of see the exterior of the home. Of course, it's a sitting patio area, so if you want to have your own TV, you can add that. You can have a grill outside, you can have some more lounging chairs and really make it your own. But that kind of wraps up the tour. And as I said, you know, the estates of Silverleaf here in Frisco, Texas, it's one of the best communities. It's very in demand, and there are only 18 lots left. So if you guys are interested in more information or want to have your own tour in person, let me know down below. Of course, all my contact information is always going to be there. Please like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you guys thought about this video. I don't really do community videos, but if you guys want to see more videos at this price point or lower price points or higher, let me know. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any more questions about this community, let me know down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Salam.